I'm happy to be here, man. I just moved back to LA from New York, spent some time in New York City, and I'm glad to be back because New York is just too crowded. You know what I mean? Like, I had a studio apartment and 3 roommates. This is ridiculous. You know, and LA is crazy too, though, because LA, you have bums out here and you have crackheads out here, and there's a difference, and you have to know the difference so you know how to respond. See, a bum will ask you for anything you can spare. A crackhead needs a specific amount. If you've ever found yourself in the following conversation, hey, you got $1.17? That's a crackhead. That's a crackhead. I've been trying to keep up with my family, you know, since I've been back, and I think my favorite family member is my cousin Keisha, and I love my cousin Keisha because cousin Keisha is about 364 pounds, like plus or minus a breakfast burrito. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say I have a prescription to have the munchies, so we eat about the same amount is the point that I'm trying to make to you. Yeah. So I'm hanging out with my cousin Keisha the other day, you know, and we're going to McDonald's. Well, we were going to Hometown Buffet, but she wanted to stop and get a snack first. You know how it goes. But y'all, we pull into the McDonald's, and the lady behind the register has the most ghetto name I have ever experienced. I'm gonna spell it for you. Her name was spelled L-A-A. No. Her name was Ladasha. Seriously. The only thing you can do worse than naming your kid Ladasha is naming your kid a sound effect. You know what I mean? Just be like, Ladasha, go get your brother. Tell him dinner is ready. Come on now. That's bad. You guys are going to hell for laughing at Ladasha like that. That's bad. You should be ashamed. So Ladasha asked my cousin Keisha, what can I get you? You know, and cousin Keisha goes, oh. She's got this like cholesterol voice, you know, like I could die right now kind of voice. Yeah. She goes, can I have a number 22? I don't think they make a 22. She said, that's 3 number 6s and a number 4. It's ridiculous. Man. You guys are good. Honestly, I'm just happy to be here, man. I don't know about you. I'm just happy to be off work. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. And I'm gonna tell you what I do. I'm actually, true story. I'm a guidance counselor at a private high school somewhere in Los Angeles. That's as much as I'm legally allowed to say. Honestly, working at a school, it's a great job. The only problem is I hate kids. That's it. Other than that, it's perfect. It's perfect, you know. But I know some of the kids are cool. Like I have one kid, you know, I really like because he hasn't quite figured it all out yet, you know. Like he thinks he's a thug, but he's actually a nerd. He doesn't know the difference yet, you know. Like he came to my office the other day. He's like, "Hey, yo, Jay." I'm like, "Hi, Eugene. he gonna reach in his back pocket too and be like, yo, check it. I got my fake ID. Now I can go to the library, check any book out, and never return it. I said, you're not a thug, man. You're like one of the villains from Captain Planet. You know, they didn't want to kill nobody or nothing, just wanted to mess up your recycling. You know what I mean? You are not a thug. Not a thug. I don't think I can have kids, though. Keep it real. I don't think I can just have kids. I think maybe one day I can, like, adopt a baby, maybe, because adopted kids come with a receipt and a warranty. They have 90 days to do something wrong. You can send them back. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I can't take it, man. I think I'm getting closer, though. I think I'm getting closer. I was recently just involved in a marriage, actually. Not my own. I was the most out-of-place groomsman at my best friend's wedding. And the reason I was out of place was because the whole ceremony was in Catholic, you know? And I don't speak Catholic. Like, I took Catholic in high school, but, like, I'm out of practice. Like, I can still order communion, you know, but I don't just, like, speak Catholic, you know? So I'm standing up there, you know, and everyone's, you know, it's all beautiful. And the priest gets up, he starts singing the Mass. He goes, peace be with you. And everybody goes, and also with you, but me. I'm looking around like, what? He just kept going. He said, lift up your hands. And everyone said, we lift them up to the Lord, but me. So now I'm looking around thinking, I'm gonna jump in on the next one. But apparently the next one was a silent one. Because the priest went, let us pray. But I was the only idiot that said, you first. Oh, man. You guys are great. I gotta get out of here, but one last story. I watch a lot of TV, you know, and I think my favorite show of all time is the Maury Povich Show. And so here's the thing. If you only watch it once in a while, you would swear that all Maury can do is, are you the father or are you not the father? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that Maury Povich has so much more than that, though. Because he also has the, are you a man or are you not a man episodes, which will have you questioning yourself. How did he do that? And then he has the out of control teens that need boot camp episodes, you know? But I think my favorite episodes that he does are the fat baby episodes. I love the fat baby episodes, you know, because Maury gets to ask the tough investigative questions like, what are you feeding that baby? And then the mother would get up there and she'd be like, well, Maury, you know, maybe for breakfast, you know, he might have like an Eggo box and then maybe like, you know, just like some bacon and some cereal, just something, just a little something. I'm like, who at 2 years old eats like this? Who does this? So I called my cousin Keisha. And she said, that sounds like a number 22. Thank you so much. My name is Julian Michael.
Tired of right now, people keep asking me how I feel about Prop 8. That's one thing I'm tired of. You know, everybody wants to know how I feel about Prop 8. And I will be honest with you guys when I say that I was disappointed with the outcome of Prop 8. But not for the reasons that most people might think, but because now my fairy of a roommate won't shut the hell up. And sometimes I feel like nobody wanted to marry you anyway. I mean, go out on a date, meet somebody, and then worry about a marriage that was never gonna happen. And he went to all the protests, the rallies, he went to all of them. And I don't mind if that's what you want to do with your time. I don't judge. I mean, that's cool. But the thing that bothered me was where they had the rallies. Santa Monica and San Vicente, Sunset Junction, the gay part of Long Beach. These aren't the trouble spots, people. All you're doing in these areas is clogging up traffic for the people that were already on your side. And I happened to be in Long Beach when they had their rally. I happened to be performing on Broadway, and I walked outside and I saw a guy with a sign that said, "Welcome to California, where chickens have more rights than I do." I felt like, you leave those poor chickens out of this. Chickens have miserable lives. They get their eggs stolen. They end up on your dinner plate. Who the hell do you think dies for your low-carb lifestyle, you ungrateful homos? Then he compares it to things that aren't the same, like he compared it to the original civil rights marches. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all, because Martin Luther King didn't stop at Rage for cocktails after. And I get it from both sides right now, because I also have a fair amount of people that will come up to me after my sets and they tell me what it is they hate about gay people, like I'm all of a sudden a suggestion box for the gay community. Yeah, like not too long ago I was doing a show, and after a friend of mine named Fu walks up to me, and Fu's a very funny black comic, but he walks up to me and he says, "You know what I hate about gay people? I hate when gay people compare their struggle to the civil rights struggle." So like I said, I agree with that. But he didn't wait for me to say anything, you know what I mean? And I didn't really mind him expressing this, but then he went a little further and he was like, "How's it you can compare what your people are going through to my being a slave for 400 years and having to pick cotton?" So finally I was like, "Fu, when's the last time you picked cotton?" You work for the Gap. You fold cotton.
I'm gonna start off. I don't know what you're laughing at, but I hope it's at me. 'Cause I haven't really said anything yet, but I guess my face is funny or my set. I don't know. I'm gonna start off by doing my showing you my model face, because I've been working on this. I wanna see how it goes. You're probably asking yourself who this ethnically ambiguous attractive guy thinks he is doing stand-up comedy. He must be gay. Well, that is the farthest thing from being wrong, because I am a big gay. Yes, I am a big gay. And I'm proud of it. I am proud of it. But the thing is, I'm not your normal gay. I'm a straight gay. All my friends are straight guys and straight girls, which puts a damper on my love life. But the weird thing about being a straight gay is I can convince the girl to break up with her jerk boyfriend, and I can convince the jerk boyfriend one time doesn't mean you're gay. My straight guys love bringing me to bars because I'm like a puppy in a park. They just send me over to the girls. "Hey ladies, what's up? You're looking beautiful tonight." "Yeah, I'm gay, but the next best thing's right over there." People ask me, "Well, when did you know you were gay?" And I always say, "Well, when I fell into a barrel of boobies, I came out sucking my thumb." I try to recollect some sort of memory that may have triggered my gayness, and the only thing I can come up with is when I walked in on my mom naked, and I was like, "Mommy, what is that?" And she's like, "Oh dear, this is where you came from. And if you're a bad boy, you're going back up there." And I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to go up that hairy, scary place." So from that day forward, I became an angel. Until I turned about 13 and realized there's no way I'm fitting up that thing. And soon became the gay devil that you see before you. People ask me, "Well, how do you know if you're gay?" Well, you might be a gay if you feel awkward eating a hot dog in front of your dad. You might be a gay if when you're at the gym, you choose to drink out of the lower water fountain instead of the higher water fountain just so people can get a better look at your badunkadunk. You might be a gay if you told the big girl in high school that she looked pretty in her prom dress, and you're definitely a gay if she was your date.
Hey, how y'all doing? So I read in the paper the other day that only 1% of this country is gay, and if that's true, I've slept with everyone. And you know who you are. See, I'm gay and Jewish, so I'm pissed. I'm on a Prozac, a lithium, or a fin-fin. I could snap at any moment. My family's crazy. They really are. They're just so insane. I mean, when I was a kid, my mother would get so angry if me and my brother would fight or act up. She'd say, "If you kids don't stop this crap, I'm sending you all to military school." I said, "Thank you." Get your keys, get your purse. Come on, let's go. I hear they shave people. You think I'm different than you? Come on. When I was a kid, I wanted to play doctor. I wanted to be the doctor, but you guys always made me be the receptionist. Walk this way, pee in a cup, here's your chart, let me watch. I was so gay, I couldn't hide it like this guy. I was so gay when I saw the movie Sound and Music on TV, all I could think to myself was, these clothes look like crap. They started singing, "How do you solve a problem like Maria?" I said, "She's the maid. Fire her." No. If my mother saw the maid cutting up the drapes and making clothes, she would have bitch slapped her with a hanger. Family's crazy, isn't it? Oh, God, family's important to me because I want a husband. Should I be able to have a husband? Yes or no? Yes? I want a husband. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a life partner. I don't want a sex buddy. Then again. Because if you get married, you get everything. You get tax breaks, you get insurance breaks, you get this really cool veil. You get to walk down the aisle, you get family and friends there, and I need new kitchen stuff. Come on, straight people, it's the year 2009. If you let us marry each other, we'll stop marrying you. Oh, and I need someone to help me. I'm the worst driver that ever lived. How many bad drivers? Oh my God. I am so bad. And in Los Angeles here, I'm always getting tickets. All the cops know me. Every time they see me, it's, "Arr! Jason, get out of the car." Stop crying. Assume the position. There's some perks.
My friend Jimmy asked me last week if being gay is genetic. I'm like, no, it's a learned behavior. NYU is a course Monday night at 6:30. It's called Introduction to Catholicism. I protested Prop 8, the gay marriage ban, the Mormons, California. It was a big deal here in New York. I learned a lot about myself at the protest. I'm not the stereotypical gay man. Because they were all going 2, 4, 6, 8, Mormon church you should not hate. My chant was a little different. It was 7-5-3-1. You got 19 husbands. We just want one. Thank you. You could tell who's stoned. They started applauding 20 seconds late. They're actually applauding the coming out joke from 5 minutes ago, but I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Yeah. Actually, we don't want to just have gay marriage. We're taking the stakes a little higher. We want global domination. That's right, we're going to start right here in America. We're going to the most Republican state where they're 93% against gay marriage. That's Oklahoma. We're going to take it over and change the name to Oklahoma. I'm single. Any single people in the house? Round of applause. Single? 4. Everyone's happily married. Wow, you are not from New York. Let me tell you. It's hard being single, though, gay or straight. My friends are like, don't worry, Jeff, it's just gonna happen. Really? Is that how it works? One day I'm walking down the street, I get tapped on the shoulder, I turn around. It's my handsome dark prince, and he says, it's happening.
We're gonna have ourselves a good time tonight. They've asked us not to be too vulgar, not to be too crazy, no racism, gender stereotypes, gender identity, all of that stuff. I had to cut out a lot of my material to be here tonight with y'all. I gotta be honest, I'm already about halfway done. Okay. I'm just playing with y'all. We're gonna have a good time tonight. I love performing for a beautiful audience. Y'all look good. Y'all look good. Not everybody, but a good amount of you look good. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like lying to ugly people anymore. I find it to be socially irresponsible. I don't know if you noticed, but I feel like we're creating a subculture of cocky, ugly people. You know who I'm talking about? You say hi to somebody at the club, they're like, Negro, please. You're like, what? I was trying to help you out. I was trying to do you a favor. Have you seen you? I got a mirror right here. Okay? See, you're cocky because too many of your friends won't trade in those darn white lies for some good old-fashioned, bold, black truth. But I'll let you know, you need to cover up everything except maybe that chest region and the lower left quadrant of your face. I don't know what happened all up here, but down here looks all right, I'll admit it. Don't mind me, y'all, don't mind me. I'm just bitter because I've been rejected one too many times this month, whatever. I know, right? My friends are always confused, they don't know why I'm single. They say I'm a college graduate. I likes to make people laugh. And just in case you couldn't tell, I am some certified hard dark chocolate. I'm right here. I'm talking about bam, bam. Bam, bam. I'm a bam, bam, in case you didn't know. Don't forget about these legs, y'all. Don't forget about these legs. Dark chocolate's good for your health. Just have as much as you want to. Have as much as you want to. I am a comedian and you have not heard of me, so you're probably thinking I'm single because I'm broke, which has some validity to it. But whatever, we're in the middle of a recession. I feel like being broke just makes you fit in nowadays. I'm part of the in crowd. I have been looking for the middle class out there for years. I can't find them anywhere. I can't find them. Where are you? I feel like the middle class is probably on the endangered species list by now. The middle class is just like the bald eagle. It's out there somewhere representing for America, but I really only see him on television. I really do. But being broke, I feel like has these crazy moments in it, like these awkward moments. For example, when the check comes on a date, because I'm faster than the average person, but you need to keep up when we're running out on the check, okay? If you don't get to my car before that waiter can write down my license plate number, you might get left. And Lord forbid you fall on the way to the car, oh Lord. You just got left behind. How am I gonna look trying to stop my sprint to help you? Like, wait, you fell? They right behind you, they right behind. I'm gonna call you. You can't. How am I gonna look, turn it back to help somebody? We both get arrested over $40. That's foolishness. You didn't need to wear heels, that was your bad. I didn't ask you to do all that.
What's going on? Hey, my name is Yuri Kagan. I'm so happy to be here. Hey guys, I'm gay and I love it. Woo! It's awesome. Thank you. Man, it was a dream. I made it happen. It's very happy. Makes me very happy. Hey, where's my gays at? Just me. Awesome. Great. There's 200 people in the room. Just me. Okay. 1 in 10. That's all I got to say. 1 in 10. Someone's got a secret, is what I'm trying to say. Hoping it's that guy. Hey! Cute! Look at that smile. Oh, nice! I love living in Los Angeles. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but LA is the gayest city in the planet. Oh my God! There's like 4 gays for every gay. There's so many gay people in town. Sometimes I worry, like, is anybody making babies anymore? You know what I mean? Like old school man on woman type babies? We can't forget to do that, you guys. We still need straight people to make gay people. I know it's up to you. Keep making those gabies. We really appreciate it. Keeping our numbers strong. Gay men can't make babies, good thing, or I'd have an apartment full of infants right now. Just stacked up babies everywhere. Where did these come from? It's a fun place to live. Los Angeles is also fun because it's fun living close to the television and the movie industry. Had a minor celebrity run in last week. Get ready for it. Saw Lindsay Lohan at Cheesecake Factory. Right? Oh my God, you guys, I was so nervous I could barely give her my order. It was... It's a Hollywood moment. I hate my job. I hate my day job. Legally, I'm not allowed to tell you the name of the company I work for. I can, however, tell you that the initials are CPK. Screw them. It's California Pizza Kitchen. I'll take a chance. I trust you guys. My boss doesn't like me. That makes it tough. I can tell by his body language, his lack of eye contact. He also said to me once, "Eric, I do not like you." Made it pretty clear. It's my fault, though. I tend to speak my mind when somebody says something to me. One time he goes, "Eric, you act like you hate working here." I said, "Oh, that's not an act. That's the real thing." Problem is, guys, I don't got skills. I forgot to get skills. Where can I get some skills? I tend to excel best at the jobs that nobody wants to do. So with me, it's all about willingness, less about ability. As a matter of fact, I was job hunting last week. I took one of those online skills evaluation quizzes. Did you ever take one of these things? To find the right job for me. It took me like a half hour. The last question, they asked for me to describe myself in 3 bullet points. So I said that I'm loyal, I need to be bossed around occasionally, and I'm a day drinker. So I finished the evaluation. Results came back 1950s housewife. So it's the role for me. It's a role for me. I don't know, I make it look easy, but it can be hard being gay. Sometimes people say goofy stuff to you. At work is a good example. This one time, this young girl said to me, "I don't even think of you as gay. I don't even see you that way." I said, "You should see me naked with another dude." It gets pretty gay pretty quick. Really quick. It's fun though. YOLO. Oh wow, that's awesome. I'm kind of broke. I'm broke. Anyone else broke? They're like, right there with me. I don't know if you're my kind of broke. Did you ever get emails from Coinstar? And P.S., why do they put the Coinstar right in the front of Ralph's? You know what I mean? So everybody can hear my shame. tinkling down through the machine. So I can get my little $17 and go buy a sandwich. Like a normal person. You know, people talk about living paycheck to paycheck like that's a bad thing. To me, that sounds great. I would love to live paycheck to paycheck. See, right now I live paycheck to 4 days before next paycheck. That's my fiscal period. So that's my very strategic planning. Oh, guys, I think it's creepy that my iPhone auto-corrects the word give to HIV every time I'm typing it in. Is this happening to everybody else? Does my iPhone know something that I don't? Are there that many people out there just texting away about illnesses that the autocorrect people are just thinking that I'm right? I am much more likely to type the word give than HIV, pretty much in any scenario. I put it to you this way. If we gotta talk about AIDS, that's a phone call.
My dad, I don't know how to say this in a nice way. My dad thinks he's black. It's not funny. It's true. He's like Steve Martin from The Jerk. I don't know if anyone's seen that movie. He gets constantly overly defensive about his blackness. Like, my dad's the only person to ever see the movie Airplane and think it was a documentary. My father is also the only 5'7" and 3/4 inch Jewish man that was in the middle of the LA riots. For no reason. There was no reason. He ended up at this liquor store, and the guy that was working says, "Honky, it's not safe for you. You need to get the heck out of here." My dad, he's really dope. He didn't miss a beat. He was like, "Honky, where?" So he's a funny guy. He's really good. I'm Russian, which confuses people because I don't wear a tracksuit at all times. It's very, very hard for people. I'll let it sink in. It was difficult growing up being Russian. While most kids got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I got chest hair at the age of 5. It's not good. Whenever people hear my name, they're always like, "Yuri? Where Boris and Natasha?" Which is silly. I would never walk up to someone named Theo and ask them where Vanessa and Rudy were. It doesn't make sense. So whenever I say that I'm Russian, there always has to be someone in the audience who has to be like, "Yuri? You're Russian? I'm Russian too. 5 generations back on my grandfather's side, once removed, he ate Bolsheviks." See, you're not Russian if you don't have parents who blatantly scare people. You're not Russian if you don't have an uncle that no one knows what the heck he does for a living. We didn't like that one. You're not Russian. You're not Russian if you have family that actually smiles in portraits. You're not Russian if you didn't have this experience. As a kid, I was afraid of monsters. I'd tell my grandmother and she would say, "Yuri, no monsters, mama. Go to sleep. No monsters. Only people who take away people you love in middle of night."
How's it going? So my name is Gus, but my actual name is Konstantinos Ioannis Constantellis. Exactly. That's 33 letters. Alphabets are shorter than my name. It's ridiculous. Having my name, it was great in elementary school because on the first day of class, the teacher would take attendance and it would just go something like this. And I'd be like, "That's me. Call me Gus." So everyone calls me Gus. And the reason people call me Gus is because if a bus was about to hit me, I'd have a better chance of surviving if my friends yelled out "Gus" than if they yelled out "Constantine." He's gone. people ask me all the time, what does your name mean in your language? And I'm like, I don't know, moron. What does Jennifer mean in your language? My name is so long they canceled my flight once. This is a true story. 2 weeks before my flight, Swiss calls me and goes, I'm sorry, sir, your name is so long that it doesn't physically fit on our boarding pass, so we're gonna have to cancel your flight and refund you the money. And I was like, I'm sorry. So you can get a piece of metal that weighs 400 tons, 40,000 feet into the air, with hundreds of people on it, 3 crying babies and a nun, with 17,000 bags of pretzels and peanuts, and fly this thing across the Atlantic Ocean, land it safely in another country, but you can't use a smaller font? And she was like, no. And I was like, but I was born this way. And it was the same year the song came out, and she started singing. She was like, ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. I was like, is my flight still canceled? She was like, yes, sorry. My name is Greek, by the way. And my mom is from a small Greek village in Greece. That's where small Greek villages are, Greece. And she doesn't smile in any pictures. Every picture I have of my mom is the same. Prom, graduation. The only picture I have of my mom smiling, she's holding a dead lamb. Prom, graduation, dead lamb. So I just moved to LA about a year ago. LA is not a city, it's a networking event. And I don't have enough business cards. I was in a car and some guy was like, I'm an actor / writer / producer / director / consultant. And I was like, you're my Uber driver. We're here, let me out. Everyone here wants to eat like the cavemen used to eat. They're like, I'm paleo, I only eat what cavemen eat. They died. Like, the cavemen didn't solve the problem of mortality. They're dead. And they died young, by the way. I went to this vegan restaurant called Cafe Gratitude. Don't go there. It's disgusting. Everything on the menu started with I am, like an omelet or a tea or a coffee started with I am, and it was like, I am beautiful. I am risky. I am bold. My coffee was courageous. It was French press. The French have surrendered every war. It was decent, you know? And then I asked for milk, and the guy was like, coconut or almond. But it wasn't just coconut or almond, it was with a hint of self-righteousness. Like, coconut or almond, or do you kill cows? And I said, cow's milk, please, thank you. And then he responds to you, you are beautiful. You are courageous. I left that place, and I was like, I am regretful. And then I went to In-N-Out, so I was starving.
So, Aiden Park, I am Korean, but don't worry, I am not like most Koreans, because I'm happy. Yeah, Koreans are generally not that happy. Let me tell you why. We're raised to have 3 emotions only. Pleased, angry, and Kim Jong-un. And Kim Jong-un is when a Korean gets so angry that he starts threatening you with weapons he doesn't actually have. I'm gonna kill you with my army of nuclear kittens. Meow, 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 meow. And not to mention, my whole family is insane. I just got back from San Francisco visiting my mom, and we went to Ghirardelli Square, the fancy chocolate place. And when we got home, she pulled out pocketfuls of Ghirardelli candies that she totally did not pay for. And I'm like, Mom, what happened? Did you steal? She goes, real answer, no, mommy no steal. Cause mommy not a thief, mommy no look like a thief. Cause thief, they walk in very sneaky and they steal like this. So, mommy walk in very casual and she take like this. So mommy just being a customer. No! Can you imagine if like real life worked that way? If you were in the airport security line and they were like, sir, you have like 30 pounds of cocaine in your suitcase. Well, I don't look like a criminal, do I? I think the time has come in my act to let you all know I am gay. Surprise! Nobody's imagining anything, but if I don't say it outright, I will get some people who look at this and look at me during my act like, I hope he knows. I thought it was super obvious. Apparently, it wasn't that obvious because a good friend of mine told me one day, she goes, Aiden, you're not that gay. I mean, on a good day, you could pass for like an HGTV husband. So I watched HGTV and oh my God, you know those guys on that show? Well, Jennifer and I love to entertain. So on our must list is a garden and a lanai. And a pool boy. So, I mean, and stereotypes are all about, you know, those guys definitely know more about design than I do. You know, I don't know anything about design, but I tell somebody I'm gay, they immediately ask me for design advice. What do they expect me to say? Oh, sure, hon. Did you know that a graphic runner on your dining room table can be a lighter, more modern alternative to a full-on tablecloth? I bet you didn't, and you're welcome. So I'm happy to be back in Los Angeles because let me tell you, Los Angeles is hands down the craziest town in the world, okay? Because everybody here is a performer, all right? LA is the only town in the world where the doctor's in a hurry because he has an audition to get to. And I can't say too much because I'm an actor too, I really am. And I did get an audition of a lifetime last week. I did. I was so excited. And as soon as I got the audition, I went straight to the mirror to start practicing. You gotta go to Ross. Would you believe I did not book it? I did not book it. And I just, okay, like, maybe I wasn't pretty enough. I don't know. And, you know, the standards of beauty in Los Angeles, crazy, okay? Crazy. Anywhere else in the world, I feel like I'm like, you know, at least a solid 7. Here, I'm just a 7-Eleven regular with a binge eating disorder. Okay? And also, like, I never considered plastic surgery before I moved here. Never, ever, ever. And as soon as I moved here, I'm like, I'm definitely going to get a facelift and I am not going to stop until I look like Maleficent. I want my forehead pulled back so far that my eyebrows fill in my high receding hairline. If I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get a 2-for-1 special, you know? And I'm always on a diet. I don't know about you guys, I'm always on a diet. And people are like, why are you on a diet? I'm like, no, you don't understand. I live in Hollywood. I wanna look like I survived something. Like, you know those guys who spent 40 days trapped in a mine in Chile? Perfect! And Hollywood is so vain that if they were to cover that news story, right, I feel like they would have treated the whole thing like it was a red carpet arrival. They would have been like, here we are in Chile where several mine workers are about to be rescued and oh my God, they look fabulous! What is your secret and who are you wearing? Find out after this commercial break. You gotta go to Ross. I'm not bitter. You know, I mean, show business is just a really, really tough thing, you know? I mean, I play some really difficult things. Like, I recently played an old folks' home. Yeah, I did. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, none of the seniors wanted to come voluntarily. So the staff was like, oh, don't worry. We'll just go ahead and grab some people from the memory floor. The memory floor is a floor for seniors with dementia and Alzheimer's. I was like, wow, okay, so if I have a really bad set, then we can all pretend like it never happened? That's great. And so, heckled the whole time. This man stood up, he was like, young man, did your dad fight in the Vietnam War? I was like, no, sir, I'm Korean. North or South? South, and by the way, when you were a young man, did you fight for the Yankees or the Confederates? Oh! I was also protested at a college, people. I was protested at a college, okay? And these people were serious. They brought picket signs. Both of them brought picket signs. And the picket sign said, pro-manly man. Well, I never. I was so offended, I just went right up to them and I was like, pro-manly man, huh? Oh my God, me too! Ah! You guys, I'm Aiden Park. Have a good